फिर वापस आते हैं.
Of the President of Seychelles. This special briefing will be done by Foreign Secretary Shri Vikram Mishri. And to assist him on stage, we also have our High Commissioner to Seychelles, Shri Rohit Ratish, as also Joint Secretary, Indian Ocean Region, Shri Prasanna Srivastava. With that, first I invite Foreign Secretary to give his opening remarks on this ongoing visit of the President of Seychelles. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Randir. Good evening. Thank you all for being here for this briefing. As you know, the President of Seychelles, His Excellency Dr. Patrick Herminie, is on a 6-day state visit to India from the 5th to the 10th of February 2026. President Herminie is accompanied by the First Lady, Veronique Herminie, and a large delegation that comprises 7 top cabinet ministers of the Seychelles government, several senior officials, including military officials, as well as officials of the government. Some prominent business persons are also part of the President's delegation. This is President Herminie's first visit to India after assuming the presidency following his victory in the national elections in October 2025. Some of you might recall that last year in October, after President Herminie's victory at the elections, Honorable Vice President of India, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan, had visited Seychelles for the swearing-in ceremony of President Herminie. And it was during that visit that he had also handed over to President Herminie a letter of invitation from the Prime Minister inviting President Herminie to pay a state visit to India. This particular visit in Delhi today also assumes salience in view of the fact that this year the people of Seychelles are celebrating the 50th anniversary of their independence, and it also happens to be the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between India and Seychelles. So therefore, this visit is indeed very, very special. I just want to say a few words about how we see the relationship with this very important country in the Indian Ocean region and in the overall framework of India's policy in this region. Seychelles, as you can imagine, is an important part of the Mahasagar vision enunciated by the Prime Minister, mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across regions. Ours is a long-standing relationship. It's underpinned by close people-to-people relations, growing trade and economic contacts, and a substantive developmental partnership. And this is a partnership that has evolved in diverse areas. It covers capacity building, maritime security, blue economy initiatives, and healthcare. We have contributed to the development of Seychelles through a mix of small and large development projects and an extensive suite of capacity building and training initiatives based on the requirements and priorities that have been indicated by the government of Seychelles. As two neighbors in a very important maritime neighborhood, we also work together to address common challenges in this region related to piracy, maritime terrorism, drug trafficking, IUU fishing, and also human trafficking, weapons trafficking, etc. So the current visit essentially aims to build on a strong foundation that has already been established and chart out new frontiers for our engagement going forward. As for this visit, President Herminie arrived in Chennai on the 5th of February. The governor of Tamil Nadu called on him. President Herminie took part in a business event in the city, also visited the National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management and Apollo Hospitals. He then traveled to Mumbai on the 7th of February. The Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra called on him. And the president also participated in a business event in the city. Yesterday, President Herminie arrived in New Delhi. He was accorded a ceremonial welcome at the airport. This morning, the External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, called on President Herminie, and the president also visited Rajghat to pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. This morning, President Herminie and Prime Minister held extensive discussions reviewing the full gamut of bilateral relations between the two countries. There was special emphasis on issues related to maritime safety, security, defense cooperation, development cooperation, capacity building, which, as I said earlier, are key dimensions of our partnership. The Prime Minister hosted a special banquet lunch in honor of the visiting president. A short while ago, Honorable Vice President called on President Herminie, and in a short while from now, the president will have a meeting with Honorable Rashtrapati, who will also host a state banquet in honor of the visiting dignitary. Tomorrow, President Herminie and his delegation will visit the Taj Mahal in Agra and then leave for Seychelles later in the evening. As to the discussions during the visit and the outcomes, you would have followed the press statements made by the two leaders. They announced the India-Seychelles joint vision for sustainability, economic growth, and security through enhanced linkages, outlining future axes for cooperation between the two countries. The document has detailed sections on political exchanges, development cooperation, trade and economic cooperation, digital and financial exchanges, cooperation in the fields of energy, health, defense and maritime security, capacity building and training, people-to-people linkages, and also cooperation in various regional and multilateral fora that both countries are members of. The vision document also underscores a mutual intent to strengthen engagement and build on existing areas of collaboration. And we are confident that it will help chart the path for the next phase of the India-Seychelles relationship. In terms of the main outcomes, the documents that have been exchanged and the announcements that have been made, are they already on the website of the Ministry of External Affairs? The highlight, of course, is our decision to offer a special economic package of $175 million to Seychelles. This is a blended package comprising US dollar 125 million rupee denominated line of credit and a grant component of $50 million. The intention is to support development projects across priority sectors identified by Seychelles. The first project, in fact, under this package, which is to provide 1,000 metric tons of grains to strengthen food security of Seychelles, has in fact already been approved, and its execution is underway. Besides the special economic package, something that I wanted to underline was that a special or a Seychelles hydrographic unit will be established in Seychelles with Indian assistance. It will impart further momentum to our ongoing hydrographic cooperation, which had been institutionalized through an MOU on hydrological cooperation, on hydrographic cooperation, that had been signed during the visit of the Prime Minister to Seychelles in 2015. Health came up as a priority sector during the discussions today, and a number of issues related to that were discussed. As part of our ongoing cooperation in this sector, we will gift 10 ambulances to Seychelles to strengthen their public healthcare and emergency medicine services. And insofar as other issues are concerned, both sides will remain in close touch to develop these ideas. There are a number of other memoranda of understanding that was signed. The National Center for Good Governance of India and the Public Service Bureau of Seychelles have established cooperation for training 250 Seychellois special civil servants in India. In the digital field, the two countries are institutionalizing cooperation by signing an MOU on digital transformation. On the scientific front, two MOUs have been signed to deepen collaboration. One of them brings together INCOIS, which is the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, and the Seychelles Meteorological Authority, while the other involves the Indian Meteorological Department and the Seychelles Meteorological Authority, underscoring our shared commitment to advancing exchange of scientific research and knowledge. These collaborations will focus on areas that are very significant, very important for the two countries, including ocean observation, climate adaptation, blue economy, and the overall objective of the Seychelles insofar as sustainable development and resilience is concerned. In addition to these, the cultural exchange program between the two countries has been renewed. Seychelles has also recognized Indian pharmacopoeia through another MOU, and this will help provide affordable and quality medicines to the people of Seychelles. Also, National Cooperative Exports Limited and the Seychelles Trading Company have signed a commercial agreement to facilitate the export of essential food items, thereby further strengthening both trade as well as food security in Seychelles. Overall, therefore, I would say that the engagements and outcomes during this ongoing visit will enable the bilateral relationship to scale new heights in the coming years. President Herminie expressed his gratitude for the very warm welcome that he and his delegation had received here. And he also extended an invitation to the Prime Minister to visit Seychelles during the course of the year. Let me stop there. If you have any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them. Thank you.
Okay, we go with Huma, with you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Huma Siddiqui and I'm with Stat News Global. I have two questions. You talked about the defense and maritime cooperation. Would there be anything specific that you would like to share with us? And how many business people were there in the delegation? And which sectors were they covering?
Rishabh.
Foreign Secretary, good evening. Rishabh from Times Now. So, Prime Minister spoke about how the civil servants from Seychelles will be trained in India. So, what would be the strength like? Also, at the end of his address, the Seychelles President said that we would like the Prime Minister to come to Seychelles for the 50th Independence Day. So, has there been a formal invitation from Seychelles to India as well?
Siddhant.
Hi, sir. Siddhant from Vion. So my question is, the rupee denominated support that we are giving, how much it will be helpful in terms of trading or investment in the national currencies? Because that was a big focus of the two leaders, that the trading should happen in national currency.
Keshav.
So, thank you, Foreign Secretary Keshav Padmanabhan from The Print. Building on Siddhant's question, actually, can you give us a sense of what is the current trade that is handled in local currencies? Because that was something that was mentioned. And secondly, the Memorandum of Understanding on Ocean Monitoring that was signed. Can you give us a sense of what that entails and when is this going to sort of be set up? Is there any sort of idea for when this MOU is going to be implemented? Thank you, sir.
So we can take these questions.
on defense and maritime cooperation. As you're aware, this is a substantial area of cooperation between the two countries. In the past, India has provided a wide variety of defense and maritime security platforms to Seychelles in the form of maritime surveillance aircraft, as well as coastal patrol vessels contributing to the capability of Seychelles to monitor its very large EEZ. There have been exchanges in the field of capacity building for Seychelles military officials. And as I said, there is ongoing cooperation in the area of hydrography, enabling Seychelles to have more intimate knowledge of its EEZ. These are, and of course, we do have a very close relationship with Seychelles defense forces. There's very close contact at various levels between our military personnel and in different areas with their Seychelles counterparts as well. So the idea during the discussions today was to reinforce this cooperation. Seychelles has requested for assistance in the repair and maintenance and upkeep of several of these platforms. Some of these are underway already. In fact, I think we have in the announcements during the course of the visit itself, we have announced that we will be assisting Seychelles for the refit of PS Zoroaster, which is in the service of the Seychelles Coast Guard. This ship had been given to Seychelles in 2021, and it is now due for its second refit, and this will be done at GRSE Kolkata on gratis basis by India. So this is insofar as and as I said as part of the special economic package also that we have announced today, if there are any aspects that Seychelles wishes to prioritize that relate to the defense field, we will take a look at those as well. Insofar as the business delegation accompanying the president is concerned, I think there were 6 or 8 business persons accompanying the president in his delegation, and they were mostly from sectors related to health, real estate, construction, retail trade, fintech, and also representatives of the Seychelles Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Rishabh, your question related to civil servants, I think we have currently indicated that as part of the MOU that has been signed, that we will, between the National Center for Good Governance and its Seychelles counterpart, to train 250 Seychelles civil servants through dedicated training programs, sharing of educational resources, and the deputation of experts from India. And on the invitation extended by the president for the 50th Independence Day, as you would have seen also, the Prime Minister obviously thanked the president for the invitation, and the details in this are going to be discussed between the two sides and will be firmed up through diplomatic channels as we move forward. Siddhant, your question related to rupee denominated LOC, which is for $125 million. This is only for insofar as the line of credit is concerned. And the idea is to see what kinds of projects the government of Seychelles identifies as priorities, and they will be funded through rupee denominated LOCs. This is in the same vein that we have pursued with, for instance, I think Mauritius was the first country to which we extended a rupee denominated LOC. Since then, we have also extended rupee denominated LOCs to other neighbors, including, if I recall correctly, to Sri Lanka, especially in the wake of the recent cyclone there, and to Bhutan for development projects. So this is that kind of line of credit. I think insofar as trading in local currencies is concerned, and this addresses Keshav's question as well, I don't think trading in local currencies is currently, I think the trade is not significant enough at this point for trade in local currencies to really have a systemic effect. So these are two different issues. At an appropriate time, perhaps the authorities on the two sides will get into a discussion on settling trade in local currencies, but that is a completely different matter, not related to this issue of this line of credit having been extended in Indian rupees. And insofar as the MOU on ocean monitoring is concerned, this is an MOU between INCOIS, as I was mentioning earlier, the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, and the Seychelles Meteorological Authority. It essentially covers technical cooperation on ocean observation, ocean services, capacity building, data sharing, and the conduct of maritime scientific research. So essentially strengthen Seychelles' capabilities to understand better and have a better handle on the vast waters around it.
You have more questions? Neeraj?
सर नमस्कार, मैं नीरज दुबे प्रभा साक्षी से। सर 175 मिलियन की जो उनको वित्तीय सहायता दी गई है, उसका मुख्य रूप से उपयोग वहाँ पर किन परियोजनाओं में किया जाना है, और जो समुद्री सुरक्षा को लेकर MOU हुआ है उसमें क्या कोई जॉइंट पेट्रोलिंग या इंटेलिजेंस शेयरिंग जैसी भी बातें शामिल हैं?
Sir, Abhishek Jha, independent journalist. Sir, my question is regarding this Assumption Island. India was involved in the development of an airstrip there, and apparently it was halted after some domestic protests. What is the latest update on that, and what is the purpose of this airstrip that is being developed?
The purpose of?
Purpose of this airstrip that India is developing.
Uma?
उमा शंकर सिंह, इंडिपेंडेंट जर्नलिस्ट। क्योंकि डायरेक्ट शिपिंग लाइन की कमी है सेशल्स के लिए, इसलिए ट्रांसशिपमेंट जो है वो करना होता है, और इससे वहाँ पे वस्तुओं की कीमत जो है वो ज़्यादा महंगी होती है। तो क्या ये चर्चा का विषय रहा राष्ट्रपति की तरफ से, और क्या हमारी तरफ से कोई डायरेक्ट शिपिंग लाइन, रेगुलर शिपिंग लाइन की कोई ज़रूरत महसूस की जा रही है?
Jessica?
Hi, sir. This is Jessica Taneja for DD India. I know we're talking about the visit of the Seychelles president today. But recently, India and the US concluded trade negotiations. Now, there has been a lot of discussion around India's purchase of Russian oil. Can the MEA clarify India's position regarding purchase of Russian oil?
Manas?
Good evening, Foreign Secretary. This is Manas. I work for PTI. Just on defense cooperation, would you just elaborate on what we're looking at in the maritime domain, besides hydrographic survey and cooperation relating to Navy-to-Navy framework? And also on the Assumption Island, there is a plan to develop a naval base at the Assumption Island by India and Seychelles. Is that plan still on? Thank you.
Yangsha, you have a question? Please.
Excellency, this is Ainangsha Mitra. Is there any discussion in the line of equipment supply for the Bollywood producers from India, logistics, and IT? Thank you.
Bollywood producers.
Okay.
नीरज, आपका जो प्रश्न था, जो स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक पैकेज है, उसका इस्तेमाल किस चीज़ के लिए होगा? देखिए, अभी तो हमने जो पैकेज का शेप और साइज है, एक तरह से उस पे निर्णय लिया है कि $175 मिलियन का पैकेज होगा। इसमें $125 मिलियन रुपी डिनोमिनेटेड लाइन ऑफ क्रेडिट होगा और $50 मिलियन ग्रांट के बेसिस पे होगा। इसमें कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स इसके तहत आएंगे जिसमें सहायता की जाएगी, ये अभी पूरी तरह से आइडेंटिफाई नहीं हुआ है। कुछ आइडियाज हैं जो आज सेशल्स के राष्ट्रपति ने और उनकी डेलीगेशन ने बातचीत के दौरान उनके बारे में बताया, लेकिन इनको एक ठोस रूप देने के लिए अभी कुछ और बातचीत की आवश्यकता है। और आगे आने वाले दिनों में और महीनों में हमारे जो वहाँ पे राजदूत हैं, हमारा हाई कमीशन है, वहाँ पे उनसे बात करके इन पे निर्णय पे पहुंचेगा। लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि जो हमारी अभी जिन जिन क्षेत्रों में हमारा सहयोग चल रहा है, चाहे वो मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी हो, जो हमारे डेवलपमेंट कोऑपरेशन इनिशिएटिव्स हैं, हेल्थ केयर है, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी है। जैसे रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी को लेके काफी वहां पे जोर दिया जा रहा है। सोलर एनर्जी को किस तरह से इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है, क्योंकि जो भी ऊर्जा इस समय सेशेल्स इस्तेमाल कर रहा है, उस सब के लिए उनको उसका आयात करना पड़ता है, तो उसमें काफी उस पे खर्चा आता है। तो वो सोलर एनर्जी प्रोजेक्ट्स पे जोर दे रहे हैं। एजुकेशन पे जोर है, हेल्थ केयर पे, जैसे मैंने कहा, डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग के जो इनिशिएटिव्स हैं, पीपल टू पीपल एक्सचेंजेस है। तो इन्हीं सभी क्षेत्रों में मेरा विचार है कि इसमें जो प्रोजेक्ट्स निकलेंगे वही इन्हीं क्षेत्रों से निकलेंगे। तो इन्हें आने वाले समय में फाइनलाइज किया जाएगा, आपको इसकी सूचना देते रहेंगे। जहाँ तक ओशन मॉनिटरिंग का एमओयू है, मैंने अभी जैसे कहा, ये एमओयू जो है वो एक भारतीय संस्था है। ये हमारी जो अर्थ साइंसेज का मंत्रालय है उसके अधीन काम करती है, इंडियन नेशनल सेंटर फॉर ओशन इंफॉर्मेशन सर्विसेज। और इनके और सेशल्स मेट्रोलॉजिकल अथॉरिटी के बीच में एक समझौता हुआ है, जिसमें जो एक तरह से हिंद महासागर है, जहाँ पे एक तरह से उसमें सेशल्स और हम अपने एक दूसरे के पड़ोसी हैं, तो वो उस महासागर का जो बिहेवियर है उसको लेके ओशन ऑब्जर्वेशन, ओशन सर्विसेज, मरीन साइंटिस्ट जो हैं उनकी कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग, उनकी ट्रेनिंग, और जो डेटा हम अपने अपने सिस्टम से जमा करते हैं उसको कैसे शेयर किया जा सके, और जो एक मैरीटाइम साइंटिफिक रिसर्च का एक विशाल क्षेत्र है उसको कैसे एक्सचेंज कर सकें, ये सब इस एमओयू के तहत डिस्कस किया जाएगा। मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी और आपका भी एक सवाल था, और मेरे विचार में शायद उमाशंकर नहीं, मानस और भी मित्रों ने ये सवाल, I think there was a question on Assumption Island. So look, this is something that the two sides had entered into an agreement over in 2015. The intention behind this was to essentially enhance the capacities of Seychelles to monitor its exclusive economic zone and to reinforce its search and rescue capabilities. I want to make clear that any project that we undertake, any agreement that we enter into with any friendly country, is at the end of the day driven by the priorities of our partner countries, by their priorities, by their requirements. So it's also a fundamental principle of India's development cooperation initiatives that these are initiatives that are demand-driven rather than supply-driven. And therefore, any such project must be fully aligned with the priorities of the recipient country. We are both, Seychelles and India, interested in, our objective is to support a safe and stable rules-based Indian Ocean region so that the growth and prosperity for all countries in the region can be ensured. Any projects or any initiatives that the government of Seychelles, the Seychelles authorities want to bring to us in these areas, we would be very happy to examine them and take them forward. On उमाशंकर, आपका प्रश्न था शिपिंग लाइन को लेके, तो मेरे विचार में इस समय एक बार फिर मैं यही कहूँगा कि there is no direct shipping line at the, there's one right now? There isn't, yeah. तो चूंकि जो व्यापार है दोनों देशों के बीच में, वो इस समय इतना बड़ा नहीं है कि दोनों देशों के बीच एक डायरेक्ट शिपिंग लाइन जस्टिफाई की जा सके, और सेशेल्स एक तरह से ट्रांसशिपमेंट हब भी नहीं है कि वहाँ पे एक डायरेक्ट शिपिंग लाइन भेजी जाए। आने वाले समय में अगर व्यापार इस कदर से बढ़ता है तो फिर एक डायरेक्ट शिपिंग लाइन के बारे में उस समय विचार किया जा सकता है। I think Manas had another question on defense cooperation, hydrography in particular. So the on hydrography, as I said, the key movement forward on this visit is the announcement that has been made to assist Seychelles in its objective of setting up a Seychelles hydrography unit. There is obvious shared interest in this area. We will be guided entirely by the priorities of the Seychelles government on how they want to do this, but we have indicated in principle our support to assisting them in this project for their maritime safety and security. I think totally new to me, I must confess. I know Seychelles is looks like a very nice place where Bollywood producers should look to produce films. And I'm saying this off my own bat. Nobody has asked me to endorse Seychelles for that, but it is indeed a very beautiful place and would present a very scenic location for production of films. But I am currently not aware of any proposal either from Bollywood producers or from anywhere else seeking a special dispensation for the supply of equipment for this purpose. But since we are all interested in good movies, we would be happy to examine this proposal as and when it comes before us. Look, this briefing is really about the visit of the President of Seychelles and not about other subjects, but I can understand that your question is addressing issues that have swirled around for a few days now. So let me make share some thoughts with you and make clear how we are thinking about this particular issue. You are aware that India is a net importer in the oil and gas sector. We are a developing economy. We have to be conscious about our resource availability. Naturally, when you are dependent to the extent of 80–85% on an imported resource, you have to have concerns about the possibility of inflation driven by energy costs. So it's not surprising, therefore, that our foremost priority is to safeguard the interests of Indian consumers insofar as energy is concerned, to really to ensure that they receive adequate energy at the right price and through reliable and secure supplies. And our import policy insofar as energy is concerned is therefore driven entirely by these objectives. Now, you would also have observed that in recent years, the global economy has faced significant uncertainties, which have had a major impact on the stability of global energy markets. India, certainly, I would imagine a lot of countries around the world, if not every country, have a shared and common interest in ensuring stable energy prices and secure supplies. And in fact, I would underline that India is not just one of the largest consumers of energy, but it also plays an important role as a stabilizing factor in global energy markets. And that's one reason why we import energy from multiple sources. So, as I mentioned earlier, the key drivers of our energy policy are adequate availability, fair pricing, and reliability of supply. So if you look at the data, and I'm sure you're looking at the data on a constant basis, you will see that we import crude oil from dozens of countries. We are neither dependent on any single source for this, nor do we intend to be. And it is natural for the mix of sources to vary from time to time, depending on objective market conditions. Our approach is to maintain multiple sources of supply and diversify them as appropriate to ensure stability. Therefore, I would say that the more diversified we are in this area, the more secure we are. Insofar as actual sourcing of energy is concerned, again, all of you follow this closely, so you know that the actual sourcing is done by oil companies in the public sector, oil companies in the private sector. And they make decisions based on market conditions. They assess availability at any given point in time. They assess risks. They assess costs in this process. And obviously, all of these companies also have their own internal accountability related processes to look at, and certain fiduciary responsibilities in the market. So at any given time, there is a rather complex matrix of issues that these companies have to take into account, which, not to disregard it, also includes very, very important financial and logistical aspects. So I expect that what you will continue to see in this sector, in this area, is business choices being made based on these considerations that I have outlined. So what I can firmly and confidently say that whether it is the government or indeed our business, at the end of the day, national interests will be the guiding factor for us in our choices. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this press conference. Thank you.